Hey, welcome back to It's a Flawsome Life. This is episode 3, and I want to talk to you today about clapping for and really backing yourself, and that's really what I want to cover off in today's episode. I've been thinking about this a lot recently, and specifically I think my own journey in terms of life and business. And when I look back on probably the me 5-10 years ago, I was very much the person who I think craved the external validation, particularly in my employed job. I wanted to know and be appreciated for the fact that I was doing a good job. And I think if I didn't get that, I would doubt myself, so the self-doubt would come in, the voice in my head, you're not doing a good job, who do you even think you are to think that you are doing a good job? All of that kind of stuff, the self-negative talk, the self-doubt, the questioning, it could be quite overwhelming, I think, for me at times. And I think as I launched my own business and experienced being a part of a community where people did cheer for each other and people do lift each other up and people do clap for other people, I experienced a lot of that. But also what I learned as part of that when I started my mindset journey, when I started doing the inner work and really working on my beliefs, what I thought, and just in terms of transforming my mindset around being a more positive person and all of that, I realized that actually it's so important that we clap for ourselves, that we shout out our own wins. We don't have to shout them out, but if we know and feel that we've done something that's particularly good, or we've done something well, it's really important that we acknowledge that and that we actually cheer ourselves on, that we celebrate ourselves for that, because the path as an entrepreneur towards our dreams and goals can be a long path. It can be a hard slog for some people. And if you are not prepared to break that up by celebrating the teeny tiny things that you've done well, the wins that you've had, however big or small, that path and that journey is going to be a hell of a lot harder. And so for me, what you will always find if you are around me or you come into my space, into my world, in my community, I'm always going to be the woman that is encouraging you to celebrate your wins along the way, the small ones, the big ones, to stop on your journey and really take in and look around and just be grateful for how far you've come, to look back and actually think, wow, I didn't think, for example, I could do that live. It was so scary before I pressed the button, but actually now I'm on the other side of it. I feel amazing and I'm ready to do it again. It builds confidence. It builds trust in yourself. It helps you to actually realize you're a badass mofo and that actually you can do this. So rather than relying on other people bigging you up, lifting you up, cheering you out, tagging you, posting you, whatever it might be, you become less reliant upon the external validation and you become more obsessed about your own opinions, what you view is a good job. You become more tuned into your own voice and what you think is a good job. Just because somebody else maybe doesn't think that whatever you did was an amazing thing doesn't mean that you can't. So that's where backing yourself comes into this as well. So I want you to start clapping for yourself, shouting yourself out, really acknowledging your wins, but also backing yourself. Be willing to be the woman that actually says, I don't really give a shit what anybody else thinks. This is what I was here to do. This is what I was here to share. This is what I was here to show up and to impact others in a way by doing this. And you back yourself and you go out and you do it. Make sure that your own opinions of yourself and the thing that you are doing way far outweigh those of anybody else. That's when you step into your power. That's when you own who you truly are. That's when you get really clear on what it is that you were born to do. And that's how you actually start to shine and become a lighthouse for the people that need to see you so that they can then see you. And that's how you start to attract in the people that you have so fearlessly been wanting to attract in, to work with, for them to become customers, for them to become clients. So start clapping for yourself and start backing yourself, please, because my darling, you have got so much more in you than you ever realised and that you have uncovered so far to actually go out and give and make an impact in this world and a ripple effect to just create and lives to change. And it all starts with you. Mwah. So thank you so much for listening or watching this episode. I hope you've gotten some value from it. I would love you to share away in the comments or message me by all means to let me know what your biggest takeaway was, or let me know what thoughts you've had as being that maybe I've provoked from this. And let's have a conversation. But yeah, I hope you found value. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you have the most amazing day with whatever it is that you're going to do. And I will see you back here for the next episode of It's a FLAWSOME Life.